Hey there, guys, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. 3 a.m. here in Dhaka. Our winter's almost gone, fading away. Mild cold weather, like a little bit breeze at night. That's about it. But we are gonna miss the winter, even though it was not a very good winter this year. But it's okay, you know. So after taking 5 days of break, I am back to reviews. Sometimes a little bit of break is good. A special thanks to my dear brother Gabe, my good friend from States. This guy just messaged me a few days back, just before the review. Just want to give a shout out. He just checked on me if I'm okay, and if he was noticing that I was not reviewing. Thank you so much, brother. Means a lot. Always honor to be your friend. Okay, so today let me start. I have few fragrances reviews, a couple of sample reviews, and a couple of full bottle reviews. So I will start with the niche brand from Australia, Aussie, oi, oi, oi. This house from Australia and Goldfield and Banks, basically, and it says the fragrance name is Bohemian Lime. It's not a brand new fragrance. It has been in the market for some time. I always had interest to try at least one or two of the fragrance. I did review this other one, the Rosewood and Desert. I forgot the name, but the red dark bottle. I reviewed it from Perfume Bangladesh for a while. So these are the full packaging, 100 ml perfume concentrate. It says very attractive packaging. Let me start from here. Very beautiful, almost like kiwi color, green, or like kiwi, like yellowish green, or I don't know what green this particular one is. So the name, the country, they made very proudly Australia, and then they say Byron Bay, New South Wales, Bohemian Lime, and this is 100 ml perfume concentration, unisex offering. Some more information at the back up there. Very nice presentation. Let me show you just one other thing, that inside the box it does look like a very niche presentation. Look at all the detailing. The owner of this house, I just heard about him that he came to visit Australia, or like sort of like a tourist, and he sorry, give me a sec. Yeah, sorry about that, voice disturbing bit. So he basically came to Australia, and then he fell in love with the country, and he wanted to create a perfume house where he can capture, basically in short, that I heard, that he wants to capture the essence of Australia, and in his perfumes, picking up natural ingredients only from Australia. And as you guys know, this is a niche house, goes about $200, $190 retail. And their fragrance is expensive. I heard for a reason that Australia, everything is expensive. My brother from New Zealand, they are saying the same thing. So perhaps the cost of production is high. Otherwise, the fragrances could be offered much affordable, I think, but it's okay. So the presentation is very important, and I think the presentation looks really good for the price what you pay. I think you get a very nice presentation. Okay, that's the box, and this has been reviewed for by so many reviewers. And this is the bottle. I've been decanting some, and I've been using it heavily because now the weather is warming up, the sun is coming out, you'll sweat mild, and the thing is, like, you actually can smell the summer is around the corner. I love these bottles. They may look simplistic, but when you hold them and see them real time, they look very premium. And this is the cap. They have detailing all over, and I think these are really nice touches. Okay, the name is there, and the sticker, the side, it says what? Perfume concentrate, 100 ml. Okay, so the cap, it doesn't click onto place, but it's okay. Not no complaining, but it would be nice if it clicked onto place. The fragrance is on my hand. Bottom looks like that. Juice color is brilliant, just mild yellow greenish. So it's on my hand. Not the best atomizer. I do not like this atomizer that much. It's on my hand, drying down for like 15 minutes. Let me show you the sprayer. Okay, does spray okay, but could have been better. It just gets stuck once in a while. So that's enough of presentation. So this guy, you guys know, every single fragrance in his line, he has quite a few right now, and their fragrances feature some of the most exotic, floral, fruity, some ingredients that only can be found in Australia. So the finger lime, that is the keynote of this fragrance. And I saw Sebastian Zara's review. I think Max Forte, perhaps Steven did it. So the fragrance really got me intrigued. I was gonna buy. I bought another one following this one. After a few days, I'll review this. That's the Pacific Rock Moss, very highly hyped fragrance, beautiful turquoise juice. But I want to review this because I've been having a little bit more experience with this one. So first of all, that finger lime, that looks like when you cut it off, it comes out like caviar and everything. Really intriguing, and you cannot find that lime everywhere. So that is the star of the show. That opening, absolutely delicious. It's something that you just want to eat. It's almost to the point of gourmand. It might feel like mix between lime and grapefruit, but it is very unique at that, So absolutely brilliant opening. Every time you smell it, it's the most natural smelling, nothing alcoholic, nothing synthetic, nothing designer like. If you thinking that way, that is something. It has like a price point wise, it's not as up class. No such thing. Second thing, let me tell you, like obviously some comparisons happen with if you go to Fragrantica, Elysium, and Aventus comparison. Let me just tell you, perhaps it's the properties of the opening, like the bergamot or citrus, something. It reminds you a little bit of those, but it's nothing to do with either of those fragrances. That's just, with all due respect to all the people, everybody's nose is right, nobody's wrong. But to me, this is not an Aventus clone. If you're thinking to avoid it, thinking, oh, Aventus is expensive, this is expensive, no point. No, this fragrance is totally different. So after the brilliant opening of that lime, which I never tasted or tried, never seen it, but really liked it. After that, it goes a little bit like a woody, aromatic, uh, musky a little bit, but not that much musk. But I did not look at all the nose breakdown. But basically, the dry down, it's very uniform. It does not change so much. So after the opening, it has this woody, lime, kind of like a cool, watery. The whole impression of this fragrance is like you just smell some lime in a forest and nearby there's some waterfall or something like that. So it's a cooling, summery day fragrance. It's gonna cool you down. So I really like that. The conceptually, presentation, smell, everything, no complaint. And the performance is very solid on this. It's not quite a beast mode like, if you consider this with like some of the Mancera or Zerjov. It does not match that performance, but it's not bad at all. It does last a very long time, 6 to 7 hours easy on me, given that this is a natural ingredients based fragrance. So natural citrus fragrance is not supposed to last that long. Even Tom Ford's, some of the best fresh citruses do not last that long. I think only fragrances I would think of, Bergamot 22, really long lasting. Uh, but sorry, most part, citrus based fragrances like freshies, they do not last more than 3 to 4 hours. So compared to that, 6 to 7 hours, like you can get on spraying it on your clothes. So if you go to work, if you have it on your shirt, end of the day, like by the evening, it will be tame, but it will be still there. But projection wise, best projecting in the first couple of hours, 1.5 hour solid projection. It needs heat. This house, that's what I realized, natural fragrances, the perfume concentrate, I'm not quite sure about how much percentage is in there, but it doesn't feel the thickest. But when you go out in the heat, it warms up your skin, then it starts projecting beautiful, or a little bit breeze hits you. That's the ideal time to wear this. So summer and spring, definitely great fragrance. I think next one, I'll let you know which one, after reviewing Pacific Rock Moss, I'll let you know which one I like more. But this is definitely one of my better natural smelling fragrances. And I'm not gonna say this is better or worse than Elysium or Aventus, those two other ones, but this is a very unique fragrance. So if you ask me to like do some little bit of criticism, perhaps this fragrance is, again, if you look at natural point of view, overpriced. People would say so, like $200 for this, you can get much better options. Yeah, you can get, but if you do like Australia, if you want to support Australian brand, and I think that's great respect for the house. But overpriced, yeah, it may seem so, being fair. Okay, you can get like for this price you can get two Chanel Allure Sport or Extreme, just giving you fair comparison, but two different fragrances entirely. So if you like fresh fragrances, this is gonna do it. But the performance, if you're asking like, is it gonna last as much as Shura? No, it won't. Will it last as much as Hawas? Perhaps Hawas will beat it for performance. Invictus Aqua perhaps will beat it. Many fragrances can beat this one performance wise. Nishanes, Saffron Colonies, they last longer, more thicker, more denser. But will those be a deal breaker? I don't think so. The smell that you get from this, it just feels so nice on the skin. It's like never ever a boring or dull moment. Just want to add last point, that is Sebastian Zara said it feels like a little bit like ginger ale, like spicy ginger, and you just take the ginger, refreshing, a little bit of bubbly feeling. I would say a little bit like a champagne like. So yeah, you can kind of see that connection with ginger ale. I wouldn't say there's ginger in this, but there's something fizzy about it. Okay, it's like a summer fresh, bubbly, a happy fragrance, very non-complicated kind of fragrance. So I would say this outdoor summertime, fun activities. All day it won't last. Perhaps carry a decant after 6 hours. You need to respray, but not a bad performer at all. So yeah, it needs heat to make doing the magic, but Very nice. Just wear 2 on your neck, 1 on your chest, and a couple of sprays on your shirt. It will last a long time. So there you go, Bohemian Lime. How much do I like it? I really like it. I really like it. I'll give it a solid 9 out of 10. 1 point I'll cut a little bit because of the price point. In Bangladesh, it's a little bit more affordable. You can buy it in USB page. Thanks very much, Ifran Bhai, for bringing this. So check it out, Bohemian Line. I'm highly recommending this for upcoming summer in Bangladesh and any other countries you're in. Thanks for watching. Time to move on to the second review. Take care. Bye-bye.